Hi guys, today we are looking at some solo queue. I'm really new to retail, I haven't touched it since BFA. So the meta feels kinda weird. That was a really bad stun. It have just kept on the healer, although we got the healer stunned. So coming from Ret, Cataclysm and Pandaria recently, it's really new. It's a different game. It's like playing Star Wars or something. But I really enjoy playing Ret, even after the nerfs. So they recently basically nuked the Herald of the Sun build. But people just re-rolled Templar. And Templar is still really good. First you have less damage. Like the Herald build had really good damage. But you still have really good damage anyway. And then you have great utility. I'm playing solo queues around like 2k MMR. Well, still have to gear. I don't have just one gem slot. Most of the gear is blood token and then that item level craft items. So it's still a long way to go. I didn't even see the Windwalker actually. I was tunneling the other target, so it's a long way from complete. But I like that you can really fast gear your character. Running into a CC. I should hodge off. No hodge. Okay. Yeah, so this is the awkward part sometimes that... okay, hodge maybe? Yeah. You wanna CC the healer, then do the go and the burst. But it feels like you just have to push damage. Dampening is really fast. And then Ret has a huge burst and sustain. This is truly amazing. Some glare to prevent their damage. Oh yeah, usually I try to wait with the Searing cast, that if I have high level of Crusade, I have more haste so I can cast it way faster without any issues. I do a bop on the CC. Yeah, this Ret is really good because the meta feels like you just want to burst down the enemy faster. And Ret can basically have so much utility that it saves the team. So you can burst down the enemy faster than they can burst you down. So it has huge damage, burst and sustain, good control, and great utility. So it's overall really good in solo queue, which is most of the games, right? So if you go to ceramate.com, I think, you can see how many games there were, let's say in the past 24 hours. There are usually like 2500 twos, 3500 threes, and 40k solo queues. So retail is basically is just solo queuing. And Pandaria is similar to retail, like 2500 and 3500 twos and threes without the solo queue, so that's your population difference. Yeah, you just do damage. I try to swap on CDs, on defensive cooldowns. But it's still a bit weird. I'm not really on top of retail spells. I just do what I would do on mob. I'm really waiting for TBC to release. Although without GD KPs it's gonna be harder. You need to find a guild and do sustained raiding and just go on GD KPs. So no trinket. Feels like it's not that easy to kill healers, although here it's gonna be easy because we have Windwalker Ret, so that's, I think, can train healers easily. But I try to do it in Shaman, it's not really working as well. Maybe we shouldn't stack against Warrior like that. Okay, you do a Hodge, then you do your Burst. Yeah, look at the damage. It's just crazy. You don't have to do basically much. And I suggest just running Blinding Light to avoid casting. It's hard enough to cast the Searing out. And when I try to play with Repentance, it always just like I'm losing 1-2 seconds to stop for a cast, and if I get kicked, then I'm losing extra 3 seconds. If I fake cast, I lose time. So it feels like you need that extra 5 seconds to just do damage. And then you're just running for a blind, way easier. Since Ret has such a huge range, that you are basically ranged, you can just blind and still keep doing damage while you run in for a blind. You can see the priest is suffering a bit. He swaps. I still have my lay-in hands and my blessing of protection, so it shouldn't be an issue to survive here. Like, they cannot do much because I have way more utility than they have. Just like lay-in hands is so cheat. And in the meantime, I'm topping the DPS meter. Okay, one defensive is out. Right into Blade Storm. Yeah, look at the monk. Lay-in hands. So that's it just wins the game for you. That was unlucky. Okay, priest trinkets, but I have these spells, so he shouldn't have trinketed that. It's really close, but we win. So that lay-in hands basically won us the game again. Okay, trying to put a stun. You see, I'm behind. So like I do a stun, and it was kind of pointless actually, because the whole stun duration I'm not doing much damage. Yeah, you see, I'm getting kicked. So I messed up the go. I messed up the opener totally, and I'm still first. Imagine if I just pump way more damage. And if the shaman is closer, I just drop a hodge. Yeah, I lay on hands myself. Maybe I should have just bubbled, actually. Trying to kill the totems. I saw that I'm still on. Okay, I sacked the priest. He divines. Yeah. PS's himself. I saw that shamans do insane amounts of heals with their totems, but it's not like in Pandaria that a couple hits and you kill the totem. So I still have to figure out, usually, if it's worth or not to kill the totem. Probably yes, is the answer. Because they do, like, I think Healing Tide did, or Healing Stream is one match. I checked 20% of shaman heal. That's crazy. Karma. I'm not sure if I can Blessing of Protection Karma in retail. Probably I can still. So I'm still like rookie on this. Here I should have just killed the totems next to me. But the priest is holding on pretty good. This is insanely good. Insanely good. I have sack coming up. I don't have a bop. Now I have a sack. Yeah. Hunter is killing the monk alone, basically. Nice. And these are like around 2k games, so since I'm not playing retail that much, still gearing, still 2k, but I think this session was 6-0, and most of the games are like way more positive than negative. So even if it's not like, look, 6 million hit of hammer, it's crazy. I don't even have full gear. So most of the games are like this with Ret. It's really good to play Ret on retail. Unlike on Pandaria, where it's kind of a upper B tier, maybe A, if you have a good hunter or mage. The meta is just different, right? On Pandaria and Classic, you wanna hit those CC chains and goes. Here you just You just do this, and you just blast. Yeah, I still not understand why I'm hitting the immune target. Stun, yeah. 3 trinkets. I have blind. Been running for a blind, but maybe that's still... my mindset is like, okay, do I run in for a blind or do I just do damage anyway? And don't waste time. Look, Priest is here, maybe I just blind off, no? Okay, full hacks. Look, we just do insane damage and you win based on damage. There you go. Take care, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I'll try to bring more retail content. Maybe I make a WOTLK, but first the Pala. Have a good one. Take care.